The Interquill and Parchment system is abuzz with a new viral pamphlet titled Horseless FREAKING Carriages. This is their goal.
It's technology that replaces all horse and carriages that you drive on roads and pathways with horseless carriages, which we call cars.
We're well into the 19th century now, and it's clear that our society is the most technologically progressed society in history. So someone like me, with over a decade of road paving experience, I'm completely ready to show how these are nothing but a very expensive joke. I mean, really, they're talking about putting in special roads over the whole country, from the Atlantic Ocean to the Mississippi River, to accommodate these horseless freaking carriages. But to operate at the speeds they claim, speeds in excess of 30 miles per hour, and even faster, even 40 or 50 miles per hour one day. Yes, they claim you'll be able to travel more in 1 hour with horseless freaking carriages as you do in a day with today's technology. Can you imagine how dangerous this will be? Imagine these horseless freaking carriages driving so fast and not being able to stop that they plow right into your shop or even your home. Not only that, but to do this, these roads are going to have to be very strong and smooth. But the strongest material we have to pave roads with is cobblestone, which is hideously expensive. Dirt is cheap and cobblestone is extremely labor-intensive. Not only that, over time the wheels, tires, on these horseless freaking carriages will polish down the cobblestone to be as smooth as glass. But if you're going 30 miles per hour on them, especially in the rain, does anyone think this will be safe? It also means that these cobblestone roadways will have to be resurfaced every few years. Yeah, right. Now we have to spend that money all over again. And cobblestones are bumpy, but anyone who gets their horses up to a moderate trot on cobblestone knows how badly the carriage shakes around. And they expect us to be able to drive 2 to 3 times the speeds on this? Okay, so maybe we'll make them out of bricks, but bricks are even more expensive than cobblestone, and you still have the problem of wear over time and slickness when it rains. Also, bricks are very subject to cracking, so they'd have to be replaced even more often than cobblestone. I mean, really, it's like they expect some miracle new substance to be developed that's capable of making these roads, I don't know, maybe some black sticky goop mixed with rocks or something ridiculous like that. And even if it's not raining, they expect us to zoom around curves at 30 miles an hour or more. Anyone knows that if you take a curve in a horse and buggy too fast, far slower than horseless freaking carriages will supposedly go, you flip over and people can get seriously hurt. And what's their solution? Inflated rubber tires. I kid you not. I mean, what happens if you hit a rock or get a slow leak? And they're claiming these tires on these horseless freaking carriages will last for tens of thousands of miles? When solid wood, metal-rimmed wheels have to be replaced every couple of dozen miles? But this isn't even the biggest problem. See, going for hundreds of miles at a time, at speeds of 30 miles per hour or even more, is going to take a lot of energy. And they estimate that most cars will be able to go 20 to 30 miles on a single gallon of fuel. But the only fuel we have that could conceivably be put to this use is whale oil. Do you know how expensive whale oil is? Go 15 or 20 miles in a horseless freaking carriage and you use up your monthly allotment of whale oil that you could be using to light your lamps at night with. And everyone is supposed to be driving these everywhere? Do you have any idea how many whales they'll have to harvest to get enough oil for everyone to have horseless freaking carriages? How can they possibly kill enough whales that fast? Are there even enough whales in the sea? And what's worse, all these moving parts to make horseless freaking carriages go that fast will generate a lot of friction, so they will have to be lubricated, and that uses even more whale oil. Does anyone think that horseless freaking carriages are anything but an absurd fantasy that will never, ever be feasible? The really sad thing is, though, that enough people were duped here to give them $2,000 for this. I mean, you've really just got to laugh or cry at a joke that is that expensive.